Hey guys and gals, this is Alex with Legendary Apartment Brokers here in Kansas City. Today is Monday, September 22nd, 2025, and this is the KC Multifamily Minute, where I talk to you every single week about all the new multifamily listings that hit the open market here on the MLS and LoopNet. Two biggest, most popular ways that people find apartment deals on market here in Kansas City. Of course, I've got my own off-market list. Let's get right into some stats. I'm not going to take up a ton of time today. It's a pretty short one, I think, but talk about stats as we do every single week. So what do we got here? We've got 69 actually out there that are listed properties on the MLS, LoopNet. 69 on Zillow, Redfin, LegendaryApartmentBrokers.com, Realtor.com, all the MLS data. 69 that are $500,000 plus that were built before 2020. Of those, 53 are active, which means 16 are under contract. 53 are out there. Half of those, so 27 of those are $500,000 to $1 million. The other half, of course, are $1 million. Of the other half, so of the other 26, about half of those, another 13, are $1 million to $2 million. So if you're in the small multifamily space, it's a great opportunity to take a look at what's out there in that $500,000 to $2 million range across all asset classes, ABC location, suburban versus urban core. For 1031 exchange investors, there's some good opportunities out there. Just depends on how picky you want to be. So let's get right into some other stats here. How many of them are actually new this week in the last 7 days? Guys, we had an interest rate drop last week. Can you believe that? Went down a quarter point. Mortgage rates were already pretty much baked in and adjusted. There's another Federal Reserve meeting in about 40 days. I have no idea at this point anyway if there'll be another interest rate cut then. But I think we'll get at least one more before the end of the year, maybe two. I think it's going to impact inflation. I think if inflation is going to keep going up, it's going to go crazy at your supermarket. I say crazy. Nothing's ever super fast, but you'll start feeling, I'll give you the best example is 12-pack cans of Coke. What's that price going to look like for you at the supermarket? I think that's going to keep going up for whatever reason. Well, we all know it's probably tariff-driven, geopolitical issues. Who knows? But anyway, I think that's the big issue here moving forward from an economic standpoint. But from a real estate investment standpoint, there's a lot of opportunity out there. So rather than me keep babbling here, we got two new ones, really only one. This one here, podcast listeners, $1.7 million, $1.725 million, Lee Summit property. It's actually likely under contract. I had several investors reach out to me about it. Several clients offered on it, or a client offered on it. I believe basically talking to the broker that they've got an offer that is considerably higher than the list price. Okay, so we're not going to talk any more about that one. That'll be under contract next week. The other new opportunity that's $500,000 plus is $650,000 fourplex, Pleasant Valley, Class A minus location, maybe B plus, depending on how you feel about it and love the area. It's a fourplex, $650,000, $162,000 or so per unit per side. That's kind of the going rate for Class A and B located properties with garages. These are 2-bedroom, 2-bath, each of the 4 units. My guess is rents there are $1,500 or so, or can be up to $1,500. We're probably not there right now, but that's my guess based on the location and layout of everything going on. Okay, I like the property. You want to be in a fourplex market, good spot to live in one unit, rent out the other. Again, that's basically the going rate for fourplexes in Class A, B, and location. So if you got about that kind of money, take a look at that one. All right. So that's the new properties listed here on the open market on the MLS. What about LoopNet? What do we got for stats on LoopNet? So LoopNet, guys, we got nothing new. No new apartment listings out here. Really, we've seen all these listings. This is showing up as a new listing here. However, it's been listed in the past, or parts have been listing. So there's nothing new on the open market here in Kansas City using LoopNet. But what about what's out there that is on LoopNet that you can take a look at? So there's actually about 36 listings out there in multifamily. 33 of those are available. Only 3 are marked as under contract. However, as we know, many of those are also under contract. Average size over there is $2 million plus, all sorts of locations. So really, guys, this week there's not a whole lot to cover. I do want to encourage you. We got the end of the year coming up. Q4 is just around the corner, about 8 days away. Right now is a perfect time to buy. Interest rates are still kind of teetering on what people would consider high. I mean, we always want them lower, right? But, once they start going down and their commercial rates are in the fives, I think you'll see a floodgate of investors continue to re-enter the market. So if you're interested and you need to buy now, need to buy by the end of the year or first part of next year, now's the time to buy before all the competition heats up. I can find stuff for you. Give me an email, alex@legendaryapartmentbrokers.com. We'll talk soon.